There is nothing quite like new pavement, and my God, did they do a nice job on this. This road was horrible for the last probably 10, 12, 15 years, and they have finally dug it out and replaced it right. And in perfect timing for my return back here too. Didn't even have to deal with it dug up, but they chip sealed it a couple years ago and it was really shitty. Now it's perfect. In other news, happy hump day. I've been out in the yard all day. It's 4:30. I've got to go to the post office, the gas station, and the bank today, and it's already 4:30, and those places close at like noon. So I looked up the bank. Supposedly they're open until 6. So I'll be able to get that done, and the post office is probably 5. So I'm going to hit that first. I'm not worried about the gas station, but man, this road's fantastic. They didn't go all the way into town, but the majority of the way, and then here it goes off to the old stuff, but this isn't bad. Well, I was unsuccessful at the bank. I was successful at the other place I went. Where was that? The post office. There's a lot of cool cars out tonight. I've seen some Bentleys, 2 Bentleys, a Rolls Royce, a Maserati, and they're not even coming here to the Classic Hudson Car Show. There's an i8 over there. The majority of this stuff's old and I don't know much about it. But I'm gonna go home, get a small bite to eat, move the sprinklers around. Well guys, I thought this would just be amusing to document. So, drove the 330 and it didn't go well. Well, everything is pretty wet and we're smoking. And the coolant light's on the dash. It's wet all the way over here. Engine temp's fine, don't worry, letting it run is not hurting anything. Do you see right there, the upper hose has detached itself from the radiator? Or from the, I don't even know what that's, the expansion tank? That's a cute little trick, and the whole airbox is going to have to come out. The headlight's wet, everything's covered in coolant, and I should probably turn this thing off now. Fantastic. BMW cooling systems, they never cease to impress. Alright guys, thoroughly cocked. I got back in the car and the temperature had begun to rise, so I shut it off. Took the airbox cover off. It is full of coolant. The filter is soaked in coolant. The hose into the engine is soaked in coolant. And seemingly, this hose came off, but I think there's a piece that's broken because this thing is, it's not a hose clamp. That metal ring's not a hose clamp, it's just a metal ring. And then the hose isn't really long enough now. So something broke off of this assembly on top. So it's looking like a new expansion tank. And if this is part of that assembly, I don't know. Part of the radiator, that, oh god, if that's part of the radiator, then we got to do a freaking radiator in this thing. Good news is there's no fan clutch. Dick. Well, as I just told Kenan, it's better now than later when I'm driving this car. You know, in the middle of winter, that would suck to have to do a job like this. It's the middle of summer, and I have a Plan A that I can drive. I was only driving Plan B for funds. So, that's where we stand. Alright, it's 1:45, it's time for bed. I did a little bit more research on the cooling system on the E46, and it looks like part number 3 is that hose that connects the expansion tank. It has that little elbow on it. At this point the radiator seems fine, so I'll do that hose from the top of the expansion tank into the thermostat or water pump housing. And I might do the return hose at the bottom as well, just because we're in there, and then I'll probably do the expansion tank while we're in there. There's been a very minor leak, could have been that, but while I'm in there I'm not going to reuse an expansion tank that may have 228,000 miles on it. I highly doubt that. It's probably at least the second, but I'm not going to tear it all apart and put old parts back in. So at this point I just need to figure out, maybe one of you guys know, M54 cooling system hoses. Who is the OE? ECS offers 3. There's genuine BMW, of course that's a genuine part, it's twice the price of either Rein, R-E-I-N, or Gates. I've heard of Rein. They could easily be the OE, I don't know. I doubt Gates is. So let me know. If Rein is the OE, I'll save I'll spend half as much and get the same part. If not, I'll just get the genuine BMW. But Cooling Master Kenan's going to come over tomorrow afternoon or late morning, and we'll take a look at that, figure out what it is. If I can't find the OE online or through him or through you guys, then I'll ask Tom. Tom will know. I'll order the parts tomorrow. The M5 goes in next Wednesday for the oil change and coolant flush on that car, and whatever leak diagnosis is going on. So I would like to have the 330 as backup by then, if parts arrive. If not, I mean, the M5's only going to be in there for no more than probably 12 hours. So, all right, that's it. Going to bed. Talk to you guys tomorrow on Thursday. Good night.